was stalked by my ex for 2 years.
She won't love, she don't love no one but herself. All she really cares about is a lace front weaving, boutiques from Chanel. What about love?
Hey FlowerrrGang, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm FlowerrrChild. What up? And to those who have already been on my channel, welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here. So today it's gonna be a story time. Yeah, so this should be a good one. So sit back, get your popcorn out if you need your popcorn, get your snacks, chips, drink, anything you need, and listen to this video. So as you can see by the topic, I was stalked by my ex for 2 years. Just so you guys know, this is not clickbait. This is a true story, like legit story. It really happened to me, and I have the receipts, y'all. Your girl has the receipts. I got the receipts. So I'm not going to be using names in this video just in case my ex happens to watch this, because as I said, I was stalked for 2 years. So let's get to the nitty gritty. I'm going to start with the beginning. So this was back in about 2011, 2012. So I used to date this dude. When we were dating, I used to believe him, like all of the stories that he would say and tell me about like his crazy ex, like blah 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 blah, like all of that, you know. Yeah, I believed it.
This dude
didn't have really good relationships with a lot of women in his life. Point blank, period.
Period!
First, I'm gonna tell you about a time where he hacked my Twitter. Okay. So I was chilling at the homies kickback, and one of the homies came up to me and he's all like, "You wrote me on Twitter today." And I was like, no. I was like, "You're probably thinking of somebody else," because I was like, I didn't write you on Twitter today. And he's like, "No, like I'm pretty sure it was you." And he shows me his Twitter, and sure enough, it was from my account, and it said, "Hey, call me," with my phone number, which I changed while I was dating this ex. And I'm like, oh, like I did not write this. So then I'm like I pull out my phone, I turn it on, I look, and this dude freaking wrote hella dudes on my Twitter and gave them my number. Like I got some voicemails, like some hit ups from like all these weird ass numbers, and I'm just like, wow. Okay, and then I go look at my follower account and like following. This dude unfollowed everybody except for two random people. He left 2 people that I was following. Unfollowed everybody else, including my family members and all of that. Okay? So, that was only the beginning. Me and this dude ended up breaking up. Thought he was crazy, you know, all of that. Aside from that, the same dude tried to break into my apartment. So he started with banging on my window. Then it turned to cutting my window screen open. Like I would see him drive past my apartment and stuff some days, you know, but like I was not scared of him, and I don't want to get into that, but we were done. So anyway, I moved on. I was single for like a year. Yeah, I was single for a year, you know, because I was working on myself after my relationship. I didn't want to be in another relationship after that relationship because it was just too much drama for me. One thing I do want to say is like, I feel like I'm one of those people who tries to stay away from drama. Like I try to practice like positivity. Like I'm all about positivity. Like I'm just trying to practice being positive and stuff, and like it's so interesting to me because I feel like even though I'm always trying to be positive, a lot of people try me. Like I just deal with so much. One random day, my ex sent me a he sent me an email, and it said, "Hey." That was the subject. Inside of the message, it was just this link. And I'm just like, I don't know what this link is. Like, it could be anything, you know, like, it could be anything, you know, just so many things are running through my mind. And at the time, I'm just like, I'm not about to click this link on my phone. I'm gonna wait until I go home and, you know, click it on my computer. Which was a mistake. It was a really big mistake. So I guess I clicked the link on my computer and it was like nothing. At least I thought it was nothing. Nothing popped up, you know, like none of that. So I was just like, all right, whatever. Got off the message and went about my day. This is the crazy part now. So like 2 years later, I set up all of my social media, because at the time I only had Snapchat and Facebook, because I deleted my Instagram because I was dealing with so much drama with him. Like I said, I turned on all of my login notifications so that anytime I logged into any of my accounts, like, it would tell me where I was logged in and, you know, all of that, because I wanted to make sure that nobody was like logging into my accounts, you know, just with his history and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna just rewind a little bit. This same dude, when I was dating him, I used to have a Tumblr, and he did not have a Tumblr. I remember I went over his house one day, and like on his computer screen, he had all of my social media up, like on all of his computer screens. It was crazy, like every single social media of mine, and he didn't even have Twitter. I mean, he didn't even have Tumblr, right? Yeah, so I should have known. Then I got an email, and it was like, new login notification from blah. I'm not gonna say where, but this dude ended up moving out of state, and of course the login notification came from his location. Checked out the IP address. It was not my IP address, it was his. So I changed my password on Facebook, but for some reason, like, he was still logging into my accounts and I was still being notified. I changed my passwords on like everything. Like, I changed my passwords on every single account that I had. Oh, let me rewind. Okay, so before I got the login notification from him being logged into my account, he requested me on Facebook. Yeah, so he requested me on Facebook, which I thought was really weird. And I'm like, oh, maybe he wants to be cool now. You know, it's been a cool 4 years, you know, like, it's been a cool 4 years. Like, maybe he's trying to be chill, you know, like, cool, whatever. Because I was already in a new relationship at this point. And yeah, so I just left him pending. I was like, I'm not going to approve him, not going to deny him yet. You know, I'm going to just leave him chilling there until all this stuff happened with my account. So after that, I had to change all of my passwords from everything, like every single password that I had, like from iCloud, like, to like Snapchat, to emails, to like every single account that I had or could think of, I had to change my password on. I had to take my computer to the shop, and it cost a lot of money to get all of that stuff off, upgraded my computer system, all of that, to make sure that he was no longer stalking me or any of that. I was just like, wow, like, I couldn't believe this dude was stalking me 4 years after our breakup. Like, 4 years. Crazy, right? 4 freaking years after our breakup, all this happened. I haven't talked to him since, haven't heard from him since. Like, honestly, he could still be stalking me now and I would never know. But I just want to put this out there so that you guys know to be careful. Make sure that if you have any social media, that you turn on your login notifications so that you know if somebody's logged into your account. Because I would have never known that this dude was hacking me. Like, who would think that somebody would be stalking me 4 years after we broke up? Like, not even a year, not even 2 years. It was 4 years after we broke up. And I found out that he was stalking me from 2013 all the way till 2015 when I caught him. Right? Like, I think it's very important to turn on login notifications to make sure that you know where you're being logged in on your accounts. Make sure it has locations, IP address, like all of that stuff. Make sure you have like a malware thing so that on your computer, so that it can detect anytime like your computer, like any threats are, you know, coming onto your computer or anything like that. And I'm also making this video so that if anything ever happens in the future, you guys have right here. And I'm hoping that this dude is no longer a problem. I still blocked him on all of my social media just because like this was literally like 2 years ago when I found out that he was stalking me. So like it's kind of a big deal, you know? And so I just wanted to let those who have been stalked by an ex know that you're not alone, and make sure you have on your login notifications, because that's super, super, super important. That was my little story time. I hope you enjoyed my little story. And yeah, so if you have any video suggestions or any videos, topics you want me to talk about, type of videos you want me to make, then be sure to comment down below. And yeah, so until next time, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. It's never too late to subscribe and join the FlowerrrGang. Dang it, I just knocked off my earring. But yeah, it's never too late to subscribe and join the FlowerrrGang. We out here. Peace and love, y'all. Oh my gosh, look at this vein on my forehead. And I must say, I want you guys to know, like, there's hope, y'all. There's hope.